Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find one that's comfortable where you feel stable, not one that's uncomfortable where you have your back hunched over, you're sitting on your foot or something like that where you're wanting to move during the practice. You just want something nice and stable. Preferably with an upright back because it helps the ease of breathing. But you can lie down if that works, or you can sit in a chair. Just find what works for you. This is also an open eye meditation practice. But of course, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances. Just I would encourage you to practice with your eyes open if possible. And if your eyes are open, go ahead and just leave the screen alone and drop them gently down to whatever's just below you. It could be the desk or the floor or whatever's just below you. We're not picking a spot and staring at it and being super attentive to it, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We're somewhere in the middle, just kind of a nice light clear gaze directed downwards. You're in a nice comfortable seated position. Your eyes are open and down. As we start this practice, it's important to understand this. We're not bettering ourselves. We're not becoming happier. We're not changing anything at all. Meditation is not a practice to make you better. It's an investigation into how your mind works. It is a discovery of what it is like before we identify with this next thought. Nothing to do with chakras, nothing to do with energies or vibrations. So as you begin, just rest here. As if there is absolutely no future to get to. You're just sitting for sitting's sake. Noticing the sounds around you, the humming of cars or the wind blowing through the trees outside your window. Noticing the body, little twitches or tingling, pressure, emotions. Noticing the visual field. Its oval-like appearance with color, shadow, and form. Just here. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. And there's no one to become. We just sit and accept everything just as it is. And I'm probably catching you thinking about something right now. You were planning, thinking about a video, trying to think about paying attention. Just words. And notice how when we pay attention to thinking, we lose our attention of this moment. And that's why it is useful to pay attention instead of thinking, to pay attention to the breath. We're not shutting off our thinking or clearing our mind. We're leaving it alone and bringing our attention to the breath. Find wherever you feel the breath the most. You could feel it in the nose, the chest, the abdomen, the lower belly. Rest your attention gently with the rhythm of breathing. And allow your thoughts to think whatever they want to. Don't ignore them. Don't push them away. Let them continue on and on and on. Simply remain with breathing. And maybe you'll get lost again, thinking of your traumas, your worries. Let it continue. Return to breathing. If you get lost again, just recognize it and come back. And I'm probably catching you thinking again. But what is it exactly that your thoughts are talking to? There seems to be something in the head that hears thinking, that perceives it. What is that? The attention can rest gently on the breath because the breath is obviously there. So this you think you are, this me that thinks, where is that? Is it real? Like the breath? Can it be seen? What's doing the looking? What are you? Look carefully. Turn the attention back. Where does it come from? What hears this voice? Ask yourself, what am I? All right, you can look at the screen. Okay, got a question today. All right. It says, Nathan, if, as you say, my thoughts aren't me and I don't control them, doesn't that mean I'm not in control of my life and therefore can't change bad situations? I'm keen to learn, and maybe I'm missing the point. But I find that a pretty scary concept, a bit like floating in the ocean and not attempting to swim to shore. Well, good, very good question. Yeah, thinking, a better way to put it is just a useful tool. We use thinking. It's a very good thing to make your life better, and therefore help other people around you and make their life better through your choices. And it requires thought to be intentional about things and to make the right moral decisions and to better your life, even earn an income that could be beneficial to your family and to others around you. Not bad. Thinking isn't bad. But thinking is a tool, and it's not you. You don't want thinking to control you. That's the difference. Most of us, you're looking at the screen right now, whoever it is behind there. And it feels like you're there, kind of behind your eyes, in between your ears, looking outwards. There's a you that uses the eyes to see. There's a person, a story. But if you just pay attention and look, what am I? What am I? And then you go back, what am I? What is that? You see that the thoughts that are in your head is really what this person is. It's an accumulation of thinking. And knowing that is like waking up from a bad dream. And when you see what a thought really is, then you're no longer controlled by it. See, that most of us feel when we're thinking, we think, I'm thinking, I need to think about this. I'm this kind of person. I'm an anxious. I'm an overthinker. We're just thinking. And it feels like you're doing it, but you're not. And if you don't believe me, try to stop thinking. If you're the one thinking, then you should be able to just stop it. But you see, it just pops up kind of behind you, takes your attention for the ride. And of course, thoughts are a survival mechanism. They seek problems and solve it. That's what it is. It's just looking for problems and solving it. And this is why most of our problems come from just thinking too much. So learning to wake up, bring a little distance from these thoughts, no longer identifying with them, like these are me, I am this person. Seeing that process happen instead, we can use thinking and not be used by thinking. So you should make a bad situation better. You should try to get in shape. You should try to be healthy. You should try to do better in the world and leave it a better place. It's really good, and it requires thought. Civilization requires thinking. But if you're constantly bamboozled by thought, then your life feels like one giant problem that needs to be solved. Just a cascade of problem after problem after problem after problem. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. You don't like me. I got this. I'm a mental blah, 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 blah. Constant. And we all feel this way. And meditation is learning to leave it alone. Let it go when you want. Now, I hope that helps. But it really does require practice. And don't worry too much. Oh, what if I can't find my, the concept is scary because you don't know it. You say where it feels like floating in the ocean and not swimming to shore. Swim to shore. But remember, you're always floating. There's a Zen master who once said, "Above me, not a tile to cover my head, and below me, not a floor to walk on." This is a statement about his feeling in the world. A freedom that goes with change and life and death, not one that struggles against it, not one that is bamboozled by thinking. Now, of course, if you have any other questions about this, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll be happy to answer. And if you're new here, I post a video like this every day because practice is extraordinarily important to do regularly. So if you're interested in learning about meditation and you don't want to get involved in spiritual stuff or belief systems or anything like that, join the Attentive Mind. I'm here to just show you practice, no beliefs, no spirituality, nothing like that. Just genuine, true practice, waking up from thinking. And of course, if you have any questions, please post them below in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them in the end of this video, at the end of these meditation sessions. And if you don't want me to answer your question, just tell me and I won't. Everyone, it's so great that you've shown up today. And thank you for everyone who's been interacting with this channel. You're just helping me share this thing that changed my life. And I humbly thank all of you for showing up, especially those who show up every day. It's been wonderful to be doing this with you. Thanks for showing up again. Thank you for showing up for your life. And as always, without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.